This will be talking about the 10 best cars to snipe in Forza Horizon 5, which will allow you guys to be able to resell and flip these cars to make millions and millions of credits, or simply provide some tips and guides on how you guys can get some of the rarest cars in the game if you want to go and snipe them to add them to your collection. First step that's very, very important is head to the Horizon Festival playlist. And I don't mean going to your house. This is something that many people actually are not aware of, the fact that if you guys go to your home and want to snipe in the auction house through here, there'll actually be slight more of an input lag than the festival playlist. This is a weird kind of feature that's been a thing since Forza Horizon 3, since in the game in the auction house, it's always going to be slightly slower to load the auction house in the cars if you're doing it at your house versus the festival playlist. And as I'm sure you guys would know, if you've tried to snipe cars before, every single millisecond counts towards beating the other player to get there quicker, so I'd definitely take this advice if I were you. Now the first car I'll be talking about will of course be the Porsche 911 Turbo S 992 2023. This car is very good as an option because it's very, very rare in the game, which means there's always going to be a lot of demand stipulated for these cars. Now, you'll pretty much never see these load, and one thing I'd also recommend in particular is that when you guys are trying to snipe these cars, you'll pretty much want to start spamming your controller or your PC as soon as you see the white silhouette start loading. What do I mean by the white silhouette? Let's go to any so I can show you an example. As you guys can see, that little white silhouette of the car as it's loading, that's what you'll usually see when you're sniping a car. And you often won't have time, as soon as you guys see this, if you're trying to snipe a car properly, to actually see the price. Is that a good value? Is it a good deal? Should I buy it? That's why I always recommend putting on a max buyout. So if you guys are going as quickly as possible to buy the car, you don't accidentally pay an abnormal rate, let's say 20 million credits for a car you're trying to resell for profit, because of course that'd be pointless. As soon as the car pops up, instead of clicking into it, buy in the car, simply stay back, go auction options, buy it like this. It'll always be the quickest and easiest way to do it. Just a quick tip for you guys on auction house sniping if you're newer to the game. Now the second car on this list I'll be talking about is of course going to be the Audi RS6 2021. There are a lot of these that simply go for as cheap as 100,000 credits. You can easily resell for 20 million. So it's a good cool car. It was out of the game not too long ago as well, but often you still won't even see these cars pop up, and that's kind of what makes it good. All you guys have to do, click, hold and wait for one to pop up. It's a game of patience, but it can be very, very lucrative. In fact, if you guys get good at auction house sniping and you know the right cars to go for, it can be significantly more lucrative than using glitches in the game. And some of these glitches you guys can currently use that I'll show on my channel, you can make 10 million credits an hour, if not more. So the fact that auction house sniping can make you more money, in fact, if you get 3 of these cars for 100,000 credits each, let's say in an hour, and you sell each for 20 million, that's a 60 million credit profit in just 1 hour of sniping cars. So like I say guys, it might take you 15 minutes to find one or at least get a chance at buying it out, but all you guys need is a couple per hour, and you'll be making a lot more than pretty much any other method in the game. Now this is a method if you guys are slightly less patient or you're happy to make smaller profits. It's actually using the car as in the Hennessey Venom F5. Something that's interesting about these is a lot of them on the auction house, but there are often a lot of them that go for just 4 to 6 million credits that you can consistently buy and resell for around 7 to 8 million with quite a bit of success. What's the best way of finding these? There are so many on the auction house. A lot of people think, well, if there are 100 of the auction house at 6 million, I'll try sell mine at 4 million, hoping it'll sell quicker, and they're often right. And you guys can see these out by putting on a max buyout filter. Let's say you want the max buyout to be 6 million, and we'll see what the options are like. Okay, there's a lot at that price. Let's go 5 million. None. If you guys search with this filter, you might see that one that pops up for 5 million, you might buy it. Or let's say you want to be even more aggressive, 4 million, wait till one pops up for 4 million, you can buy it, and it's pretty much a guaranteed resell on at least 6 million. If not 7 to 8 million, you could get 10 of these per hour very easily, sell them each for 5, or buy them each for 4 or 5 million, sell them for 7, 8 million each, which could take a little bit of time for them to get bidded on, but then for each one, a couple million credits, easy and quick profits. Now another car I definitely recommend, this one is a very, very underrated car by most of the community. People don't even realize how rare this car is, the Sierra 700R. These will often pop up for just a few 100,000 credits, certainly less than 1 million, and you can easily resell these for 20 million. In fact, this car has been a feature on my top 10 rarest car in the entire game list for quite a few months. It's an incredibly rare and exclusive car. Like I said, put on a max buyout filter of 11 million so you don't accidentally buy one if someone lists it for 20, thinking you're trying to be quick and snipe it. This will ensure you're getting a good rate and you guys easily be able to get one. Boom, 700s or the Sierra 700R, definitely one I'd go ahead and recommend. Now another car similar to that, it isn't quite as rare, but definitely significantly more desirable, which can be good, because the more desirable they are, guys, the quicker or easier they'll be able to sell, is actually going to be the Nissan GTR Nismo 2020. This car is extremely good to snipe, very, very easy to get. Generally quite a few of these go up per hour, as they require a few in circulation from when they were previously added a couple times via the Horizon Festival playlist, but of course still very cool, like JDM car, easy to go and sell for a high price if you guys manage to get your hands on a few of them. Now, next car on this list is going to be the Ford number 66 GT. This one is a bit of a pretty hard to navigate and actually find the first time given how many different Ford cars there are, but it's a very, very good car to snipe, very, very easy and lucrative. So C6 Ford GT, I'd recommend keeping the max buy filter on the whole time. Sometimes I'll turn off to see if they're any listed 20 million to show you guys what the car looks like as a reference point, but always have that max buy filter on if you guys are serious about trying to make money doing this, as you don't want to spend 20 million credits by accident buying a car that isn't worth anywhere near that. So Ford C6 GT, give that a try, a very good car to snipe. One that I'd probably recommend over that though is going to be the Audi RS6 Sportback. This of course being the newer one added to the game fairly recently in 2021. Similar to the Audi RS5 that I initially mentioned at the start of the video, the RS6 sorry. Very easy to get these cars because there are quite a few of them in circulation. All these Audis were added at a similar part of the game. A lot of people wanted them and a lot of people also selling them to quite get some quick money. And if you guys happen to get in the middle of that, you can make a very, very good profit. A very good car as well that I'll be covering is going to be the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. This car is so good because it's arguably one of the most desirable cars in the entire game. I mean, it's an insane car, guys. 1,000+ horsepower, hybrid Ferrari. Very, very cool car, similar to the likes of LaFerrari, maybe not quite as hyped up, but a very good one nonetheless. But the perfect thing about this car isn't how much people like it and want to get it. It's the fact that it's been added to the game 3 times or 3 different occasions through Horizon Festival Players Editions. What that means is a lot of these in circulation. They're easier to get, yet they're still desirable enough to where you can sell them very, very easily, and someone's pretty much always going to be guaranteed to buy it from you. So SF90 is a very good option I consistently go for. Now, the next car is, of course, going to be the Pro Stock Camaro. This one is a pretty good one as well, because again, very, very high desirable car, and of course, quite a few of these often listing up in the auction house. And if you guys get in between that, buy it for 2-3 million, if not less. Resell it for at least 10 million. That's a multi-million credit profit. Very, very simple and easy to go ahead and do. Now, it's a very patient game. Like I said, guys, you got to be pretty perseverant to keep going in and out, waiting for one to pop up. But once they do, very, very easy and quick to make money. Now, the final car I'll be showing in this video is going to be the McLaren 765 LT. This one is also very, very good for sniping, similar to the SF90. It's been added to the game quite a few times. A lot of people want it, and a lot of people will be selling these for, let's say, 10 million credits, thinking they're getting a very good deal on it. If you guys buy that, you could resell for 20, easy 20 million, or easy 10 million credits profit for that example, and you guys can rinse and repeat the same process. But these are the main 10 cars. You guys can recommend any other ones you find a bit of success with the auction house down below in the comments, and like and subscribe for more. You guys can see, for instance, I've got 1 billion super wheel spins, so I'm not too worried about sniping cars. But if you guys want to learn more, check out my channel, like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for some pretty insane Forza Horizon 6 news I'll be rolling out very, very soon.